Hello, this is Kelly, your confidence and empowerment coach, and I'm here today to tell you my personal story of getting pregnant. So, a lot of you know I became pregnant in October 2017, and my baby's just about due now, in 1 week, actually, 1 week exactly. And I've written a few articles about choosing whether to have a baby or not and whether to put your career first. And so I wanted to share with you today my personal experience of getting pregnant. So you might have seen my other video, Do You Want a Baby for the Right Reasons? And I explain a bit how I was in the two different camps. At first, when I was in my early 20s and 30s, I never had that maternal instinct to really have a baby. And then when I was in my late 30s, which I think is really common for people, I really wanted to have a baby. And I wasn't in quite the right situation with a man and, in a stable relationship. Anyhow, what this led me to in my late 30s was a really wanting a baby, and actually it started to consume all of my thoughts. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I started thinking about freezing eggs, artificial insemination, looking at different ways, and I noticed that a lot of people around me, like friends or even clients, were going through similar situations about trying to decide what to do. And I felt like a lot of us were in the same situation in terms of it just became all consuming, really thinking about it, because the biological clock is ticking, right? And so we start to think, oh my goodness, if I don't do anything about it, then it's not going to happen. And for me, it was really hard because I was used to working hard, getting things done, and getting what I want and what I would really love, basically being able to manifest whatever I wanted, from moving to Ibiza, getting my dog, setting up my first business, setting up my second business. But obviously, when you're talking about having a baby, in the traditional sense, it's normally not just you, it involves someone else, and they have to be on the same page and ready for it as well as you. And one thing it really showed me was giving up control and surrendering, because you can't force this situation. And the more you put that wanting, needing energy into anything, the more it resists. Whatever we say, what you resist persists. And the more I was thinking about it, the more it was resisting me, because I had this real wanting, needing energy around it. And so it came really about just giving up, not giving up my dream, but giving up that wanting and needing energy, and really just focusing on how I'm a mother already. So I spoke a little bit about this before, but if you desire something in your life and you see it as missing, then basically it's very difficult to manifest something from that lack feeling, because you're seeing something is missing. This is the same for money, for a man, for a baby, for anything. But if you can start to connect to how you already have that in your life, then you don't have that wanting, needing, lack energy around. So I started to connect to how I was a mother already. So I have nieces and nephews. I love being with them. I felt like a mother in my first business because we had an amazing team, and they all spoke about me being like the best leader that they'd ever had. And so I really felt a mothering energy towards them. I was also a mother to my business. I took care of my business, I protected my business, I worked on my business, I nurtured my business, just like you would a baby. And so when I started to connect to all these ways that I was already a mother, I started getting out of that lack energy, and then things started to magically happen. Basically, the man I was with asked me to have a baby with him, and because it was in the right energy and we felt a lot of love for each other, it happened straight away within a week. I got pregnant, and it was so exciting because before we had tried, and unfortunately I had a miscarriage, and I know this is super common for women, especially their first time round. And for me, it really knocked me, because I thought it was all going to be fine, and then it wasn't. And, you know, I went through all that victimhood of why me, what's going on. But actually, when you speak to a lot of women, it's really common for the first time. And it actually makes people give up. But if you don't give up, then normally the next one's okay. But anyway, for me, we took at least a year and a half break, I think. And then I became pregnant, and I had this beautiful pregnancy. I'm like in my 9th month now, I've got a week to go. And it's been an amazing time, really beautiful, and growing into something different because my body changes, my energy changes, everything. And so I'm so excited to welcome this new soul into the world and to begin this new journey of motherhood, really. So I would love to hear from you. Have you become pregnant? Have you had a baby? Would you love to have a baby? What are your thoughts and feelings about it? I'd love to know. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll share with you when my new arrival comes. Lots of love. Bye.